Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Tuesday training. I'm Lisa Hudson, and I'm here with Brandy Walker, and we're here to talk to you today about how to make a consistent income with your Plexus business. So we're going to just jump right in and get started. And I'm just going to go over the July incentives really quick. In July, when you add one new VIP, you earn 250 perks points, which is amazing because you can cash those in for free product. And I know I just cashed some in yesterday and got some free MetaBurn and some free balance. I always get my Joyome serums for free, my collagen. Awesome. And then when you add 3, you earn a Plexus crossbody bag, which is super cute. And I know a couple people have earned it already and are excited about that. Of course, when you go silver for the first time, you earn a $100 bonus, and fast start silver, which means you add all 3 of them in your first 30 days, means that you get an extra $100. And that continues on as you go through the fast start program. And I have personally seen people go fast start silver and fast start senior silver in their first 30 days and earn all of those bonuses. So that is super exciting too. So if you want to know more about the fast start program, all the information is in your virtual office, and your sponsor will be happy to explain that to you as well. So that's that for incentives.
Yes. So trust me, you want to be building a business in July because there's so much to earn. And not only, just with July, but earning income long-term. That's kind of that's what Lisa and I have done. Lisa has been able to retire from teaching, and I have been able to surpass my husband's income. He was in the military for 30 years. And so it's just been absolutely amazing for our family. But we just want to kind of give you a few tips on how we started and how you can do exactly what we have done. And so the first way that you want to start out starting your Plexus business is kind of letting the world know. And so one reason that we use social media is because we can reach like so many people at one time. Pretty much, I don't know about you, but on my social media, I have pretty much every single person that I've ever known in my entire life, from my Sunday school teacher all the way up to just people that I've known throughout the years in the military, every community. And so that's why we use social media. You can go, talk to your friends. Obviously, we would love for you to, when you're first starting, tell those people around you, don't let them find out through social media, talk to them and let them know what you're doing. Because when I first started, I didn't tell, the people closest to me. I just posted it on social media. And so they were like, what the heck, Brandy, why didn't you tell us about this? We need this stuff. But just to give you a few tips, when you make your first post, we want it to be kind of this is your grand opening, because your Facebook or your Instagram, whichever social media you are using right now, this is now your storefront. And so when you're making that first post, it's going to be, like when you see a store that has a grand opening, if they just, kind of open the doors, put out a little sign that says open, and that's their grand opening, they're probably not going to get very much business. But if they have music playing, and they have, they have signs, and they've advertised on the radio, and, they're super excited, and they tell everyone, that's what a grand opening should be. And so that's kind of how we want your first post to be. We want it to be something that's eye-catching. So you're going to want to post a photo of probably yourself. I mean, that if you're not a selfie person, that's okay, but that gets the most attention. So posting a cute picture, maybe with your pink drink or your favorite products, and just saying something like, my friend Lisa, she's had great success with these products. It's helped her with A, B, and C, which Lisa, it's helped her with, her skin, with gut health, with more energy. And I can't wait to see what it's going to do for me too. I've been struggling with gut health myself, and I've just been so exhausted. So I can't wait to see what these products are going to do for me. And would you like to try it with me? Or, who wants to try it with me? That's just a very simple post. And we've got tons of examples of those. So if that doesn't sound like something, that you would say, we definitely want you to say it in your own words. If you don't really have a clue what to say, just message one of us or message your sponsor, and we can totally help you write your first post. You can even, take a picture with your kids or your dog. It doesn't have to be just a selfie, but those are, what gets the most attention. And another tip with your first post, do it during a time that's like high traffic. So when most people are on social media, which is usually between like 7 to 9 a.m. in the morning, and again, between, I'd say 7 to 10 at night. That's just kind of a great time to post on social media. Also, you want to get a couple comments in there because Facebook has something called algorithms. And really all social media has algorithms, and they love for us to, get comments and have conversations in the comments. And that's how they decide whether they're going to show it to a lot of people or whether they're not going to show it to anybody at all. So you'll notice people that share like recipes and stuff like that in the comments or on their page, or games. They literally have no interaction on there. And that's because Facebook just does not show those things to anybody. So make sure that you let your sponsor know or a couple of friends know when you're going to make that first post, and they can go and, make a comment for you. And so that's just a few tips for your first post, or for any post on social media. So, okay.
Okay. So once you make that first post, you're hopefully going to get people asking, what are you doing? Tell me more about it. What is this pink drink? And that's where you are going to want to utilize three-way messages. So what you're going to do is just tell your friend, I'm going to put you in a three-way chat with my sponsor, Lisa. She's been doing this for 7 years, and she can help answer all of your questions that I don't know the answers to yet. And go ahead and then put them in that three-way chat. And then it's the best way to learn how to answer questions and to see how someone that's already been working the business is, approaching the brand new person, your potential. You need to ask them lots of questions about their health and wellness. If they have any goals, if they have any issues, what medications they're on, all of those kinds of things. And it's okay if you don't know all of the answers. I still don't know all of the answers, and we have a million places that we can look things up. But those three-way chats will give you a third-party validation because they can hear the story of your sponsor and whose, results might be totally different than yours. Like Brandy said, I have great results with my skin, and a lot of people don't ever start taking Plexus or have results with their skin. And so they just hear another story of someone else that's taking Plexus and loving the products. And then the other great thing about the three-way messages is that you have them forever. So you can use that to go back if you need to troubleshoot with that friend, after a couple of weeks, maybe they're detoxing, you can go back into that chat and say like, hey, Lisa, can you help me, tweak her regimen? Do you have any suggestions for how she could change things up, what she could do? And then you still have that conversation going with that new person. It's just an extra level of support, which is something that we always say, we are here to help you. If you go to Walmart or GNC or wherever and buy your probiotics, nobody there is going to support you and help you tweak your regimen. And so we have lots of people here that will help you. And those three-way chats are really just priceless for doing that.
Yes. And I will tell you that my ambassadors who use these three-way chats, their businesses are booming, and the ones that don't, sometimes, I'm not saying you can't do it without three-way messages, but it's just that third-party validation that just works every single time. And it also helps you if you're like have no clue what to do. So, okay. The next thing is whenever you actually get someone to join, you get your first new VIP. The first thing you want to do is shout them out. So I usually just go to their Facebook page. I don't really ask permission to do this because I've really never had anyone, maybe one person in 8 years that said, please don't add me to a group. Most people won't, because if they're interested, they want to be in a group, because I always tell them it's a perk of being in our, being a new VIP customer is you get access to our private groups. And so I just usually go to their Facebook page, take their profile picture, or, maybe sometimes I even scroll through their profile pictures and just get a cute one and just post a shout out in my team page. And so I just say, hey, everybody, welcome to my brand new VIP. I'm so excited. We met maybe we met 3 years ago when we lived wherever, and just welcome them to the team. And, our team is so great about welcoming people and just being excited for new VIPs. And so when I first joined, Julia did this for me. And to be honest, I had no clue what she was doing, but I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like, I'm excited to meet all these new people. And so it's just one extra step to make people feel welcome. And it also, introduce them to the team page so they can know where they can go to find testimonies and product information and just look around and just get more familiar with Plexus. One last thing, make sure whenever you're doing this, when I first joined, we had to add them to like 4 or 5 different pages. We don't really want to do that now. We don't want to stress people out, just make sure that they're added to their closest dual page. And if you personally have a team page, then obviously you can add them to that too. But we definitely want you to add them to their closest dual page.
Okay. And then once they are added to the pages, you want to have a system for following up with them. A lot of times, if people start the products and then they have any issues, detoxing or whatever, they won't necessarily tell you. So you want to make sure that you are checking in with them for sure once a week in the first month. For sure, you want to be talking to them at least once a week. We have a board. So there's an app called Boards. And if you are new on our team or you've just started sharing and you have not downloaded the Boards app, you need to do that today. And then your sponsor or Brandy will share our team boards with you. So you want to have a system for following up. There's got to be some way that you are keeping track. I've always used a calendar. We have pages that you can print out and write the people's names in, and then it gives you the little things that you need to be doing in the first 90 days. So you can just put a check mark by their name with a date that you talk to them about that. But if you're like me, going to be 50 in a couple weeks, so my brain's not always there all the time. You want to make sure that you are writing it down somewhere, because I'll, check in with someone that I'm like, oh, when did I talk to them last, and go back. You want to have something that's in front of you all the time. So you can either print out the pages and write on it, which I personally like to do because I like it sitting right in front of me. That's why I use the calendar. But I know Brandy's been using a spreadsheet that's digital. So it's with her wherever she goes, and she can just pull it up and look at it and see who she has talked to. But maintaining a team and growing a business, you have to follow up with people. And then once you have people underneath you who start sharing, you have to teach them how to follow up with people. If you are not following up with people and checking in on them and, suggesting tweaks and maybe new products that they could start, you will lose them eventually, because they won't hear from you, and they, probably, if they're having issues, they might quit. So I've had people that have been with me for the last 7 years that I don't necessarily talk to once a month anymore, because I know they're happy wholesalers. They're my friends. We talk about other stuff. And if they had any issues or if they have questions, they come to me about it. But when you have somebody who's brand new, you want to make sure that you are following up with them for sure once a week for the first 30 days. And you need to have a 90-day follow-up system so that you can make sure that they are happy and loving their products, and that you are touching base with them. And so we have those for you. You do not have to come up with your own. We have systems that will help you follow up with people. And all you have to do is plug into the system and use it, and you will be good to go with following up with your new VIPs.
Yes. So the gist of it is, go download the Boards app. It's in the App Store. It's just a white background with Boards written on it. It's like a game changer. So do that first, and then contact us and we'll tell you what you need to do next. Okay. Utilizing events. Okay. In our team and across our, uplines teams, we have events every single week. We have 15-minute messenger events. We have events like this on Zoom. There's just so many events. And you can even have your own events. You don't have to wait for your sponsor to have an event for you. And what I mean by event is like a place where you can bring a prospect or maybe a brand new VIP to learn how to, make their first post or do things like this. Belief building. We have calls that every single week that you can have a prospect join, that people get on and tell their testimony. So we have events all the time, and make sure that, to build your own belief. I constantly I attend events every single week, even as a diamond, and I know Lisa does too. We've both been doing this 7-8 years. We always utilize these events. And we make sure that our team knows about them. So I can't stress to you enough that leaders are made at events. And there's also things like convention, and there's leadership trainings, there's Gold School, there's Rubies on the Rise. There's so many different corporate events that are put out by Plexus. And me and a couple of other ladies are flying to Arizona on next Monday for leadership excellence training. And so that's just another way that we, pour back into ourselves or have someone else pour into us, so that we're excited and we learn the new things and are just able to, build a business that way. So make sure you're using any event that the team puts on.
Okay. Yes. And even a video like this too, make sure that you're sharing it with your new business builders and, checking in with them that they watched it and what questions that they have. Although we're not live right now, this is still, kind of an event that you can invite a new business builder to watch. So next thing is our amazing page for our potentials. It is called Gut Health and Happiness. Hopefully you are already on it if you are using Plexus and you're a business builder on our team, so that you can add your potentials to it. So we call it an ATM page. That stands for add, tag, message. So what it is we have what we call runners, business builders on our team, who are helping post on that page. And it's just a whole bunch of information about our products and also about healthy living. There's tips on there for recipes, exercise, all kinds of things that contribute to a wellness journey that somebody might be on. The important part of it is that when you add somebody to that page, that you are letting them know. So you want to add them, and then you want to find a post that is relevant to them, tag them in the comments of that post, and then send them a message. Hey, Brandy, I just added you to our page for, potentials on our team. It's called Gut Health and Happiness. I tagged you in a post on that page so you could see one of the testimonies that I was talking about. Let me know what you think after you read the testimony. And then that is a way for you to be able to go back and continue the conversation with your potential after they have read the testimony. It's another system that we have that works on our team. Gut Health and Happiness is what it's called, but it only works if you use the system, which is add them, tag them, message them about that, and then continue that conversation. And let them know that they can also add people to that page once that they are on it. I think there's well over 1,000 people, maybe 2 on that page. So it's several. It's been really a great resource for everyone on our team.
Yes. And another tip for that page, if you are a leader and watching this video, there's always opportunities. If you're using that page and you're adding people to that page or inviting people to that page, volunteer to be someone who posts on that page. And I'll tell you why that's important is because when you add potentials to that page, guess what? Sometimes they don't always see, if they're not friends with the person, they don't always see the post on there. But if they're friends with you and you're making the post, they're going to see you. And I've recruited even recently people that I added to it like maybe a while back because they saw me posting on that page. And so that's a way that you can step up as a leader. Even if you're brand new, we would welcome you to post on that page if you would like. Okay. And then really the last thing, y'all, is this process is something that Lisa and I have done from, like I said, from the very beginning, and we just repeat it. Like that's how we built our team. It's called duplication. So, I mean, basically we make posts on social media. We put potentials in three-way chats. And yes, we still put our potentials in three-way chats sometimes. And you invite them, well, once they sign up, then you add them to the team page. You invite them to the team page. You do a shout out for them. And then you help them, make their first post. And it's really you just duplicate. You do the same thing over and over and over, and follow up. I cannot stress, and Lisa talked about follow up, cannot stress how important it is, once you recruit someone, to continue to follow up with them. Like I would highly recommend downloading that Boards app and getting messages, or writing your own messages out. Like take the time to sit down and write out follow-up messages for 90 days. You don't have to do that because it's already done for you, but if you prefer, that's another option. And then our last thing is we challenge you to get on a call within 48 hours of watching this video. Get on a call with your sponsor or your closest jewel or one of us. Get on a call with us and we will help you write out some goals and just, give you some tips that maybe we didn't share on this call to dig a little deeper. Or if you're having issues, maybe you've been doing this for a while and you've kind of, fallen off and you want to get back into it, just message us. We would love to get you on a call and just go over some tips to how to jump back in the game. So, all right, guys, I think that's all we have. Lisa, do you have anything else?
Nope.
That's it. All righty. Thanks, guys, for hopping on. See you guys later.